What's up everyone? I wanted to give a quick video on a blockchain tool called SteemIt and YouTube content. If that doesn't sound like it's going to interest you, it probably won't, so carry on if you're interested. I'm experiencing what I'm going to call SteemItSignupBuzzKill. And I'll explain what that is and how I got here, but I know I'm not the only person dealing with this because I go on Reddit and I see post after post of people dealing with this, and it's quite fascinating that this experience is happening. So just want to throw it out there and see if any traction can be made. So the backstory to me is I watch YouTube. I've got several channels that I'm quite enthusiastic about, and one of them recently faced some YouTube censorship for completely absurd reasons. I mean, the channel's a little edgy. It's this Canadian guy, but he's being censored and demonetized. And I hear that a lot from several of the creators, how YouTube demonetizes them and they're struggling to get value out of their content. And so this other channel I watch, run by this kid here, grown man, sorry, young man, he is a grown man, but he looks really young. He mentioned SteemIt, and I'm in the cryptocurrency space, so I had heard of it, but I hadn't done a whole lot of research on it. But based on this guy's recommendation, I gave it a serious look, and that was about 5 days ago. And off the bat, it looked interesting. It looked like it was passing some of the monetization to the creators, which, okay, cool. So that's good for a lot of channels that I like. But what really got me interested was this post from about 3 months ago from the CEO, Ned Scott, who seemed like made a video that encouraged criticism, which I resonated with. I'm like, yes, you should be asking for criticism, so here it is. But it didn't seem like he was too overly charismatic, technical guy, and wanted to push what at the time when I was reading it seemed pretty cool: smart media tokens. And this is essentially what piqued my interest in Ethereum several years ago, as the original colored coins project on Bitcoin, being able for anybody to release their own private currency or tokens, and that has all kinds of applications for musicians releasing tokens to their songs, or Marriott rewards points, or all kinds of ways to reward tokens. And so the fact that you could tie this into a social media was enticing, because Ethereum now has the ERC20 standard, and that's very good, and it's very easy to write the code, but it's not really the user interface with the gas and everything is still meh. So I was really excited about this SteemIt project, where you could sort of integrate the private tokens with the social media aspect. That seemed really exciting to me. So again, buzzkill. I was drunk excited. I was ready to dive deep. I even recommended SteemIt to a couple of my favorite creators even before I'd gotten on. Well, I go to sign on to SteemIt, and they ask for my name, and they ask for my phone number, or a login name and a phone number and an email address. Standard stuff I provide. And it says, we're going to send you an email. Okay. Don't see one for a couple minutes. I do something else, come back after like an hour, no response. I do a little investigating, and sure enough, I look on several posts, go on Reddit, see several more posts, that this is actually quite normal. People have to wait several days, sometimes 7 days, sometimes several weeks for some sort of manual approval. And my gosh, I mean, how are you ever going to get anyone's attention with that? I mean, I'm an enthusiast, so I'm still paying attention, but someone who's skeptical of your product at SteemIt is going to lose interest real quick. Again, buzzkill. This is no fun. I want to get on. I want to be active. I want to be part of this new tool. So a little disheartening, and so I hope that I do get on in 7 days. I mean, you look here on Reddit, the top post here. Again, this one came in only a couple hours ago. And it's funny because the guy who posts this, he practically mocks himself. He says, I imagine you get a lot of these posts here, blah, blah, blah. He literally says this. And then he says, I can't get on SteemIt already, yada, yada, yada. Again, he's mocking himself because apparently this is such a common problem. For me personally, it's only been 4 days, but so, I mean, this is a big buzzkill. And again, currently SteemIt I think has less than 1 million accounts. So I mean, the scalability aspect of this makes Ethereum and Bitcoin scalability problems look minimal. They need to get on this and figure out some faster way to let people on. While I'm complaining, their sign up page has a little JavaScript bug. You need to be able, that needs to turn uppercase into lowercase here. You'll notice here if I type in uppercase, account name should contain only letters, digits, and dashes. Well, so it's treating uppercase as numeric. It's got to rewrite that script. Easy stuff, but I do hope this works out. The concept seems neat. I want to be an enthusiast, but right now it's a not doing so great for me.